Mr. Chapman.
Yes.
It is my pleasure, and indeed my explicit contractual obligation, to process your application for the PCS B901 licence for feeding ducks.
Great.
I should hope that you're aware of how this differs from the PCS B902 licence for feeding ducks and geese, and the PCS B906 licence for feeding gulls.
Girls?
Gulls. The PCS B907 covers all of the above, but it's a big form.
Oh, seagulls.
Taxonomically speaking, seagulls don't exist. It's a shame you've said that.
Sorry.
More accurately, the herring gull, the lesser black-backed gull, the greater black-backed gull, not that anyone would ever want to feed that.
Sure.
Ironically, in my opinion, the greater black-backed gull is the far lesser gull, qualitatively speaking. Lovely. This is a licence to feed up to and including 28 ducks, up to and not including 120 grams of feed every fortnight, provided no single feeding session exceeds 5 grams of feed per duck. It also covers you speaking to the ducks in any Indo-European language up to and including English, but does not cover quacking at them in any language. Good. Just a few questions to ensure that you're suitable.
Sure.
Have you ever intentionally or unintentionally killed a duck?
No.
Have you ever intentionally or unintentionally brought any physical harm to a duck?
No.
Have you ever intentionally or unintentionally brought any emotional harm to a duck?
No.
How could you possibly know the answer to that question?
I suppose I don't, but as far as I'm aware.
Low intuitive emotional intelligence towards animals.
No, I just mean...
No editing answers after they've gone in, I'm afraid. I've submitted your 1,000-word paper detailing why it's inadvisable to feed bread to a duck to the duck safeguarding unit, and I'm awaiting a result.
Oh, I assume that was already done.
D+.
D+. I don't really know what else I could have written.
That's the highest grade. The D stands for duck.
And the plus?
It's just a plus. It means duck, but more. I'm about to submit the final application. Anything you fail to mention now can and will be bollocks.
What?
Sorry, I've accidentally sent off an application for the B900 licence.
What's that for?
False alarm, Janet. Sorry about that. It's for hanging up to and including 10 green bottles on a wall.
You need a licence for that.
Of course you do. I mean, do you even know what you would do should one of them accidentally fall?
Clean up the debris. And ensure the remaining bottles, in this case 9, have been counted and accounted for, musically or otherwise.
Yeah, you actually pretty much got that word for word. Do you want to apply for that one?
No.
Are you sure? I've got the form right in front of me.
No, but I would like to submit some more evidence.
That's not necessary, Mr. Chapman.
You must know that I'm entitled to submit as much evidence as I desire, which must be looked at by any and all agents involved in any and all cases I submit them to.
But you've given enough.
I would now like to list every bird I have seen in the last 10 years with dates, times, and relevant observations.
If you'd like to provide me with a digital copy of these files...
They're handwritten. I'll dictate. Number 1. A blue tit in my parents' garden. 3:34 p.m, Sunday the 15th of July, 2025. Number 2. Another blue tit in my parents' garden. 3:35 p.m, Sunday the 15th of July, 2025. Nota bene, could be the same one. The first one flew behind a bush. Number 3. A magpie in my parents' garden. 3:36 p.m, Sunday the 15th of July, 2025. Number 4, another magpie in my parents' garden, 3:37 p.m, Sunday the 15th of July,
Number 9, the first goldfinch.
Number 4517, another pigeon, also 4:05 p.m, 4th of May, 2028.
Mr. Chapman, we're past closing now.
I can submit the rest in writing for you to type up.
Janet!
You don't get to call Janet.
I gave her all of them. All 600,000 birds.
This will take months.
Probably about 12 months.
It'll be ages till you can feed any ducks.
I don't care about feeding ducks. I can't stand ducks.
Right, well, unfortunately, until this meeting's over, I do have to take everything you say into account, so...
Listen to me. I'm not interested in feeding ducks. I'm here for you.
For me?
You don't recognise me, do you?
No.
I was 15 years old. Back when you worked in the department for appropriate aging. All I needed to obtain 16-year-old status was my HXF 28. I'd collected all the evidence, every piece of homework, 400 pictures of acne, bacne, and crackney, a condom, unused but opened because I just wanted to take a look. On the way to my meeting, I dropped the folder into a puddle. My HXF4 proof of 9th birthday certification was slightly water damaged, and you said, and I quote, there was insufficient evidence that I'd ever been 9 years old, therefore was unqualified to be 10, let alone 16. Next thing I knew, I was under house arrest for a year, being fed ham under a door, and Chloe Wrigglesworth immediately leaves me for Bruno Roberts.
What, just because you weren't 16?
Because I didn't exist for a year. And also Bruno has GCSEs. You took away a year of my life. And I'm going to take a year of yours. Maybe I'll take 10 of them. Bring them in, Janet.